Hi subscribers and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dominic James Murray, CEO and founder here at Cameron James. I have over 10 years experience transferring UK pensions and seeing the landscape change, so I'm here to offer you my help and guidance. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the fact if you have signed a letter of authority or begun an advice process with a financial advisory firm, are you trapped to working with that financial advisory firm? We've had this a couple of times recently with clients getting in touch and saying, I really like you guys, just seen your videos, just read your articles, read all your due diligence and reviews, looks great, but I'm already working with someone else and now I'm gonna have to pay them fees if I wanted to start working with you. So obviously I'm here to clarify that for you today. If you'd like to book yourself in for a free initial consultation, you can head over to our website. You can use the calendar link to find a day and time which is most suitable for you. You can also just use the contact form at the top of the website just to leave a normal inquiry and we will get in touch with you via email, telephone, whatever is most appropriate. So, to answer that question very directly, if you have completed a letter of authority with any financial advisory firm, I am yet to know of any financial advisory firm who would lock you in or make you pay any fees for completing a letter of authority with them. It is in itself in the name of itself, it's a letter of authority. It does not give them any ability to transfer, and it is not you agreeing to work with them. And typically speaking, you won't have signed any paperwork which clarifies that you're actually going to work with them. A letter of authority is merely for them to go away and obtain the information from your ceding scheme. Now, to be honest, if you submit a letter of authority and your financial advisory firm has taken 3 months to attain your CETV, which can happen with some of the ceding schemes, if anyone's been watching my videos, they will know I don't hold them in the highest regard. They might be a bit annoyed if you turned around and said, hi, ABC Wealth Management, I've decided I'm going to go and work with someone else. The financial advisor may say, oh, well, that's annoying. I thought we were going to work together, but you're not trapped in working with them. And we say this to our clients all the time. Clients always have this fear of completing letter authorities, or sometimes they say things on the calls like, oh, I'm not sure of my policy number, I'll have to dig that one out for you. I mean, it's a red herring most of the time. Anybody who's researched a pension transfer knows what the policy number is. So clients often feel scared of signed letter authority. They feel like, oh, I've trapped myself in terms of working with people. I always joke with my clients about letters of authority and I say, look, the only person taking any risk with the letter of authority is me and my admin team that I'm gonna have to pay for. If we spend 3 months getting the CTV for you, finding out all the missing information, that's on my wage bill of my staff, PAYE, etc., who has to be paid. So the only person who's at risk is us. If we get to the end of that process, we send you all the information. Obviously 95 or 99% of our clients move ahead with our advice because obviously we give a good advice report. But if you were to say to me, Dominic, I no longer wish to work with you or no longer wish to do the pension transfer at all, you're not tied into working with us. I had a specific client example last week. He sent me lots of documentation. He said, but look, I've signed this, I've signed terms and conditions, I've signed this, I've signed that, I've signed this, I've sent them my address, I've sent them my proof of identity. I'm locked in with them now. And I said to the client, no, please send me all the paperwork. I do not see anywhere here where you're locked in with them. The next step they were saying to him is, we've now got your CETV, kindly confirm below for us to proceed with your abridged advice report. The abridged advice report is £750. So I said to the client, if you don't go back to them and say, I would like you to proceed with the abridged report, there's probably more paperwork they need you to sign before you can start the abridged advice report. And even if the abridged advice had been started after the £750, if you felt like they weren't the right firm for you or you wanted to work with someone else, you could still transition away to another financial advisory firm. You could even have 2 financial advisory firms working on your report at the same time if you really wanted to. I wouldn't really see the benefit of that. I think it's always better to have one financial advisory firm that you trust. But the point of this is, until you have received or until you've agreed to proceed with a final salary DB advice report, the majority of which are written on the basis of once you agree for the report, whatever the outcome of the report is, you have to pay the fees and charges to the financial advisor. This is called non-contingent charging and obviously tries to make a fairer industry for clients rather than a financial advisor who only has a vested interest in the client moving ahead with advice. Lots of clients find this really annoying because they say, well, the financial advisor gets paid whatever they do. This regulation is actually there from the FCA to protect you. It's not necessarily how financial advisors would prefer to work, I would say, in my opinion, of speaking with most financial advisors. So you have to be really careful in understanding what you're signing in terms of documentation. But if you're unsure, ask your financial advisor. Say, hi John at ABC Wealth Management. I actually feel a little bit uncertain about working with you for XYZ reasons. It may well be they might be able to solve those for you and say, oh, sorry, I didn't explain that. Or actually, perhaps I didn't give you enough due diligence. You may well decide, actually, this firm is quite good and I do want to work with them. And then you can proceed with the rest of the paperwork. But it's your money, it's your transfer. Don't get pushed into a corner or feel guilty because you spent time working with someone. It's a business. And obviously at Cameron James, I mean, over the years, I've had clients where I worked with them for a number of months and didn't move ahead with a transfer for many reasons. Maybe they lost their job, or they changed country, or something happened in their life, or maybe they were just too busy and they dropped back in 6 months ago. Things happen in life, and any financial advisory firm, like here at Cameron James, we do a lot of work for free for our clients. Yes, it's frustrating if it doesn't turn into business, but we don't really mind. Because the majority of clients we work with really value it and say, Jesus, look how much work these guys have done before we're even paying them. I think the service is going to be pretty good when I actually become a paying client. So it's all built into it. As financial advisory firms, you have to go out there, put our best foot forward in terms of trying to win business. So don't feel guilty with any financial advisory firms. If you want to swap around, if you want to do comparisons, don't feel like you're cornered in with your financial advisor. Guys, I hope this has been useful for you in terms of letter authorities, whether you're trapped in, etc. Let me know any experiences you have in the comments section below. I do love reading the comments and having a good chin wag with people, so I'll always try to respond to you personally. Take care of your pensions and look forward to speaking with you on the next video.